We'll have a few minutes to digest our breakfast, maybe 5 or so, and then we'll move on to the next part of our morning presentation.
Launching our Lease Access Financing Initiative, and we're welcoming it to the whole world. So we hope you enjoy our presentation. We hope you find it informative and may lead to greater cooperation between yourself, the Buganda Land Board, and Buganda Kingdom. Thank you.
Buganda Land Board is mandated by the Kabaka of Buganda to manage the Kingdom land. Buganda Land Board aims at becoming the center of excellence in entrepreneurial land management in Uganda and beyond. It facilitates regularized occupancy and statute of tenure through registration and acquisition of land titles. It is on this basis, members, present that Buganda Land Board in 2010 launched the new product, Lease Access Financing Initiative. Centenary Bank pioneered in embracing this product. I'd like to appreciate and commend them. And we currently have 9 banks on board, namely Bank of Africa, we have Pride Microfinance Bank, Opportunity Bank, which is moving in very, very, very heavily. I've seen a number of approvals from Opportunity Bank, and I'd also like to commend them as well. Buganda Land Board successfully carried out a mass registration and a mass survey exercise of tenants on Kabaka's land last year. This being the initial step to the leasing process has boosted the position of the LAFI scheme. We have so far registered over, Honorable Minister for Lands and Kingdom, over 100,000 tenants have officially been registered and declared to be the rightful occupants on Kabaka's land with all the paperwork done properly. And these are eligible to kickstart this LAFI scheme, and a detailed digital database has been derived from the physical files. This will be used in making search reports before a loan is disbursed to find out the status of the client on Chibanja, on Kabaka's land. So we have set up the first database where you can also verify ownership of a Chibanja, in addition now to verifying from the land registry for those who have got titled land. So this is we are happy to say that this is the first of its kind in this country, which has been spearheaded by Buganda Land Board. In conclusion, the Lease Access Finance Initiative is therefore a solution that will be devised to partner with the financial institutions to help clients who are financially constrained but want to secure tenants to acquire loans in order to facilitate the exercise. In this partnership, all parties are winners.
I am hopeful that this initiative will contribute to the abating of the practice of unplanned development that is very rampant everywhere. As you've heard, we've been in partnership, or we are in partnership with 9 banks, and we want to have some more banks on board in order to get more Bibanja holders benefiting from this scheme. The little flyers you have on the tables summarize all about LAFI. I encourage other big landlords to borrow a leaf from Buganda Land Board. That way, landlords can better contribute to national growth.
I want to commend the Mengo government for taking advantage of the Restitution Act of 1993 and the return of Biafre in form of land titles in April 2014 and August 2014. Our getting together here and the various programs that have been talked about this morning is a clear indication that you have taken advantage of the return of Biafre, which His Excellency the President and the NRM government have had to work on together with the Kabaka of Buganda and all of you. Land today is no longer simply a social and cultural commodity. It's an economic good that means a lot to all of us. And any talk about land matters attracts a lot of attention from practically every corner. And therefore, when we are talking about land matters, we need to make sure that we take into account the sensitivities surrounding land, because if we do not do so, we tend to tamper with the harmony of society and tranquility of the area and the country.
I'd like to thank Service Kabaka of Buganda for establishing the Buganda Land Board. It has the critical mandate of managing land and property, which was restituted in accordance with the Traditional Rulers Restitution of Assets and Properties Act of 1993. On behalf of the government of Uganda, I hail Buganda Land Board for its mission to enable communities to ensure security of land ownership through registration and acquisition of land titles, which facilitates sustainable utilization of land. This has been a very big problem.
That Buganda has been open for business for a long time. And the breakfast today just goes to consolidate and scale up the idea of innovating and rebranding the kingdom, engagement and work. Buganda Land Board is one of the organizations in the kingdom that have continuously been innovative and have been professionalizing the way they manage their products and services. And I wish to commend them for yet having this milestone where we wish to have every person in this kingdom securing their tenancy and finding useful ways to utilize their land. Buganda is not a tribe. Buganda is a nation. We are a people with one language and one culture. So, because we are a nation, our outlook is different from tribes. We are very open, we are very engaging, and that's why when we saw the presentations, we are working with everybody who is willing to work with us. And that's the spirit.
The combined efforts of the Buganda Land Board, the landholders and Centenary Bank led to the formation of the now famous Lease Access Financing Initiative in 2010. However, I should indicate here that despite the progress achieved so far, the initiative faces, like any other thing, challenges. For example, forged collateral has hindered landholders' access to financial services and the acquisition of land titles. Financial institutions have incurred losses when loans secured against poor quality collateral have not been repaid on time. I'm therefore happy to note that the Buganda Land Board, in conjunction with the landholders and the lending financial institutions, is taking steps to address these type of challenges. There are therefore 2 points that I would like to emphasize for the smooth functioning of the lease access financing and other initiatives which are important to emphasize. The first is that the massive land registration that the Buganda Land Board undertook between June and October 2015, in which all tenants of His Majesty the Kabaka's land were required to acquire certificates of registration as official documentation and proof of ownership of their Bibanja, was an important step. Because it was such an important initiative, I would like to commend the Buganda Land Board for initiating the process of establishing a land registration system.
I would like to pledge once again that we always work within the law. And where we think the law is pressing us, we'll continue to advocate for its improvement. But we'll ensure that all Kabaka's subjects are fairly and equitably treated. Because at the end of the day, the land belongs to the Kabaka, also the people belong to the Kabaka. So that is our basis of serving them. As Buganda Land Board, we continue to work with you and innovate other products, and we'll be coming to you. And we appreciate all the financing institutions who have supported us this far. But when you talk of 2 billion, of subjects to over 5 million people, it is just a drop in the ocean. We must move out there. There is a stigmatization that when people borrow, they are going to take their properties. And I think we are past that stage. Why should you borrow when you have indirectly sold? So we think we need to work together to enhance this. And a lot of informal trading is going on. The money lending, which is a little bit harsh, which is just so instant, but just a killer one in the unrestricted and unregulated areas. So we want to work with the kind of the structures which are regulated to ensure that Kabaka subjects are supported and involved. Once again, I wish to thank you, and I wish to wish you the remaining part of the day a very fruitful one. And please, once we call upon you, please don't hesitate to come. We shall equally be coming over in case of you need our support and assistance. I cannot forget to appreciate once again Centenary Bank for the support you have always given this product, and also for the contribution you made towards this function. One good deed deserves another. We will be there for you, and also please continue being there for us. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Sabasajja Kabaka Wangale.